Welcome back to Careful Boys, where Steve hooked me up. What are we?
We are very careful.
Stay careful, baby.
Stay careful, baby. And we got Ryan here.
Hey, it's me, Ryan. I'm here. Ryan. He's the most careful.
You know why we stay careful? We need to protect this, and we need to protect jobs for Ryan.
That's right.
Yeah. Jobs for Ryan. Ryan likes money. Ryan does like money.
Ryan's good with money too.
And then he just goes and buys hella expensive guns.
Yeah,
No, cameras.
Hey, this guy is so thrifty though. What? You're very thrifty because he's like, yo, hey, check it out. We got some new fucking drops. There's some new discounts on this website, and you hook me.
Is it bothering you?
No, I just wanted you to be good on camera.
Oh, thank you.
He's like your dad, just like, hey, come here.
A little bit.
Would you give him a fucking Clorox wiper?
No, you know how I always eat and I have food all over my face all the time? Yeah, that's.
I thought you gave him a fucking bleach wipe.
I started wiping my face.
my boy.
Goddamn.
Just checking my
You know
boy.
what? You're not the only guy friend that does that for me. Like multiple guy friends fucking, because I always have food on my face.
Are a lot of them dads? Is it like a dad instinct?
I have to do that for my wife all the fucking time. She eats the same way he does.
Like all over her
Like a monster.
Eats your dick. Ayo. Ayo, am I right?
But I tell her to go clean that shit up.
Tell them wait, first turn on the damn timer.
Fuck me.
He's so bad at this. Dude. It's crazy.
This is why
I just sit there and shoot threes the whole time. I'm not even looking.
All right, so we got this new thing, guys, on Careful Boys, where you guys can ask us questions. We used to do this back in the day, back in the day, on Facebook, where people would ask us questions and we would talk about it here. But now we got some questions for you, and then sometimes we'll sporadically talk about it on our Instagram. So make sure you guys follow all of us.
So I asked a fun little question, and this one was the most cute answer.
Yeah.
And you know us, Careful Boys, we're all about being cute and safe, so.
Cute answer.
Kayoo, cute.
There it is. We got a question from Tad Lung. I think he's Vietnamese.
Jesus Christ.
This one's fucking cute. He says, how has Bart and Joe kept their relationship strong over time?
Aw, track.
That's so bullshit. That's so bullshit.
Well, we're at JK, guys. You guys can't see because you guys are obviously the cameras are all set up. But Joe and Bart, they're constantly looking each other in the eyes. Like, they're constantly just
licking
looking.
lips too.
They're constantly just making eye contact. We can't even. We're barely in the room. You guys are just staring at each other all the time.
Footsies under the tables. Play footsies under the tables.
How long is our friendship? Because, okay, I think JK's 15th year.
What?
Or 14th or 15th year.
Jesus.
2007. Do the math.
15 next year.
That's actually pretty crazy, guys.
That's actually nuts, dude.
That's crazy.
I can't believe we survived on YouTube for this long.
Crazy.
But we've known each other since like 2004.
Oh, shit. That's
Also pretty crazy. Another round of applause.
How many years is that? 17?
That's a whole ass high schooler right there.
Don't they say
That's a high school kid, bro.
Oh, fuck, that's a minor. That's crazy.
that's a minor?
Fucking minor, dude.
You're about to be an adult friendship.
Do you guys have anniversaries with each other?
No, the reality is our relationship is super strained. We're not friends. We just do it for the camera. We're true influencers. You know what I mean? Like we do it for the views and shit.
Well, real talk though, like I believe they say something like most friendships only last, or connections and relationships only last like 7 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And like people oftentimes recycle their social.
Is that also associated with, because you know they say you get brand new cells every 7 years? So maybe you're a brand new person every 7 years, so that's why it's a 7 year.
People do change though. Like just 7 years is a good enough time to like kind of go into another phase of life, right? Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, people cycle through jobs like.
That means
super
we
quickly,
did.
Right?
We've been Bart and Joe 2 times.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
7 and then 7.
You guys really like each other, man.
Damn.
I think, well, at least for me, the experience has shifted from friendship to like family. So it's like family. No, it's like
That means you love him, but you don't always like him.
You gotta say that.
Who's Paul Walker and who's fucking Vin Diesel?
I mean,
No,
come
it's-
on, look at him.
It's Vin Diesel. No, I think it's like that level of comfort where it doesn't feel like there's this weird you're a different person anymore. You know what I mean? Like you're like I'm coming into your house. It's more like it's Bart and Gio's house, but
It's our house.
So no, because I was on this. I was thinking about this. Like I did this whole ass road trip with Hannah, right? And then like one of our stops was like sleeping over Bart's and stuff. So when we were there,
And you're looking at Hannah, you're looking at Bart, and you're like,
I'd rather sleep with Bart. I'm used to cuddling with him.
And Hannah's like, so would I.
Everybody would rather sleep with Bart, you know? But we stayed in one of his most comfortable ass fucking rooms, right? And
One of his many most comfortable ass rooms.
How many rooms is it? How many rooms?
5?
There's way more, dude. There's way more.
Yeah, but I had a super great sleep experience. And when we woke up, Hannah was like, it's probably because you're in this space where you're with like family and people that you're familiar with, and then it's a cozy place.
It wasn't the mansion.
Because we were on the road nonstop.
That's whack.
And I wasn't getting good sleep, you know? And I was like, damn, that's true. And after that, we went to hop around, do some other stuff, and I'm like, I can't sleep again.
So you drove back to his house.
I was at another family member's house, but I was.
Oh, you didn't sleep very well there?
An actual family. You go to Real Blood and you're like, I'm uncomfortable.
This place sucks.
I didn't have a bed there. That's why. So
So was the mansion because you had a full ass bed at this fucking huge.
the mansion had the bed, right? No, there's actually another. So I have a family member that lives in Vegas, but there was no bed in the extra room, and I came late. So then I was like, oh shit, I don't want. There's no bed storage right now.
Automatic blinds that you have in your house. That's what makes it
The
feel
ones
so
that come down
cozy.
uneven, right?
Hey man, I can understand, you know, the comfort. There's like that once you cross a certain threshold where you've been through enough shit with somebody, just like any relationship, guy, girl, whatever, you know what I mean? It's like there's just that like threshold of comfort where you're like, yo, I'm not trying to fuck around making any new friends at this old age and try to invest so much to get that comfortable where I know exactly what I'm gonna get every single time.
I stay making hella friends. I don't think Bart would, but I do. But I know that, you know, he's one of the few.
Well, dude, I mean, you guys tell us stories like Bart will be standing at his window and then he looks out in his backyard in the morning and Joe's in his fucking pool. And he didn't even know that Joe was over.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that a real story?
Were you training with Dunn at the time, or I forgot what happened?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I was like, oh yeah, come over and use the pool, whatever. And then
And I scheduled a training session.
so they went through the side
Scheduled a
door,
training
and I went
session at
outside, and I was like, oh babe, Joe's in the SPAC swimming.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say, just for curiosity's sake, was like maybe like the hardest moment in your guys' relationship?
I don't know if we ever had one.
Nah. You know what? I think
I do see Joe like family though.
I got lucky because it's hard to find the combo of friendship but also being able to do business with someone. And because of this was my first experience, I didn't know how hard it was until I tried working with other people and I saw like my own friends getting into business with their friends and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, so this is actually like not normal. Yeah.
What drives you fucking nuts about each other?
Yeah, that's a real question, dude.
I think it's gotten to the point where I accept his flaws, but I laugh.
He's explicitly lists his flaws.
And so okay, so.
But if you had to rank them.
But if I had to, if we're gonna go there, 'cause we're gonna.
That is family though.
That's family. That's the most family thing I've ever heard.
My aunt's the one that farts and laughs at the same time. Like that's.
Dude, your mom, you roast. This guy roasts his mom harder
I
than
think we all know. I think we all know this about Bart is that when he has a goal, no matter what, his persistence. Sometimes it could be great. Like, hey, let's do something for like a business or whatever, right? You want that guy on your team, but when you don't want to fucking do something, he'll badger you until you break. And he will keep doing it for years, like trying to get all of us to move to Vegas.
I don't even.
It's kind of working, bro.
The thing is, the funny thing is, so like me and Joe's first like homie circle, that's also like their complaint too. But I don't even know that I'm doing it. But then one time they're explaining it to me. They're like, "This is how it is, Bart. There's times where you're like, yo, you let's go out and eat dinner. I already told you, I've ate dinner. I'm full.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, I don't know how, but we're both at Denny's together again. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't even know how.
Come on, man.
Half of my food be cooked in the fridge, and I'm at a cafe with this dude. Today's video is brought to you by Curology. Guys, if you're out there, and if you're like me, well, don't be like my former self, all right? I used to shampoo my hair, and I would grab that shampoo and put it on my face, and I would use that as my face wash because I said soap is soap.
But there's new technology now. And just like how you don't write emails with a typewriter. There's new ways of taking care of your face, especially if you want to be presentable or if you got acne or dark spots. There's a lot of new ways to help you take care of all that, especially in a custom way where you don't have to go to the store and figure it out yourself.
That's right, because that's one of the things that made me go, I don't want to wash my face.
Yeah.
It's because I would go to the store and I would see all these options. This and that. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and you want to end up looking like Michael Jackson.
I know. I don't want to burn my face with all these chemicals.
Yeah.
So I said, forget it, bro. I'm just going to do it the old school way. I'm going to get dirt and water and rub my face with it because that's basically clay. But it didn't work, okay?
Yeah.
But thank goodness Curology hooked up with me and they were like, yo, I'm going to help you. We have a licensed dermatology provider that can walk you through this process, all right? It's really easy. You go on, fill out a survey. Takes like 5 minutes, super simple, and you just tell us what your goals are. And I was like, all right, well, I'm becoming pretty damn old. I want some anti-aging. I want some maybe like less wrinkles, okay? I'm like greasy here but dry there. Hook me up. So they gave me a personalized cream that I'm gonna be using, after I wash my face, because in my special kit, I got a face wash that I use in the shower so I don't have to use shampoo for my face anymore. And then after that, I dab it with my cream. I have a cool little routine. And LA is a dry place, so they also gave me some moisturizer. So when I'm not in Hawaii and this stuff is getting all ashy and dry, it's nice and moist again.
Yeah, and they got all kinds of products. Like they got face wash, moisturizers, and also body wash for your whole body to take care of all of your skin. So if you want to take care of your skin, make sure you go to Curology.com/offtherecord to get a free 30-day trial to see if you like it. No strings attached, you just got to pay for shipping and handling, but it is a free 30-day trial and a lot could happen to your body and your face in 30 days. Make sure you go to Curology.com, that's Curology.com/offtherecord.
Okay, Bart, what drives you nuts about this motherfucker?
So one of the things that drives me nuts, but I also think is what makes Joe's genius, is that he's impossible to wrangle. Because he's just crazy, right?
It's too wiggly.
And action. And
That's
then
so
he's like,
true,
I gotta
dude.
take a shit. So he just leaves.
Before we started filming, he was like, you guys want to go for a walk?
Yeah, but I think his unpredictability and his craziness is also what brings his genius to whatever stuff that he does. So I just accepted that Joe is crazy, and then so like when he was gonna come over, Jill was like, oh, okay, cool. Like when should I get the sheets like done so that the bed's clean? I was like, honestly, you can't predict anything. It could be 10 a.m. It could be 10 p.m. It could be, oh fuck, I'm fucking gambling at the Encore. I'm not coming over for 2 days. I'm like, it could be literally anything. Just do what makes it convenient for you. Because if you're like a stickler to what the schedule's gonna be, I'm like, it's gonna be fucked.
Dude, you could say the term to everyone in this room, it's Joe. And then they already know what that means, even though the subject could be whatever the fuck it is.
They have their own meaning in their own head.
It's like, but it fills in the blank, and we're all like, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
My favorite is that one time we're talking about Joe's like, wait, does everybody think I'm wild? Just shirtless, fucking black feet on the table with a weapon in his hand. Like, what the fuck, guy?
That's Joe's essence right there, dude.
It's the best.
And it's funny how that works because he's like the most scheduled to the minute, second.
Too scheduled.
And I'm like the opposite of that. Like I like a rough schedule, so I have an idea. But that schedule can be destroyed and bombed upon if I don't feel like it at
He
that moment.
schedules sex, dude. With his wife. She sits here with
He
cold
schedules
eyes
romance.
and she's like, he fucking puts it on a schedule.
Do you guys have a Google Calendar? He invites her to it.
Yeah, if she doesn't book that time like a couple weeks in advance, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
To be honest, I actually, over this past weekend, after, like I told you guys, when I was gonna sleep at his house with Nina, but then we ended up getting caught up at this concert, so he was like, just be at my spot at 9:45 in the morning, right? Obviously, I was drunk, I was hungover, we wake up in the morning, and I'm like hurrying Nina out of the hotel. I'm like, we gotta fucking get to bars. He said by 9:45. She's like, yo, okay, Bob. I'm like, you don't understand, this guy's a motherfucking like military time guy. He's like, be there at 9:45. His ass is sitting there at 9:30 waiting for you. Like, it's fucking scary, and he's the only one.
He's there with a cup of coffee, like, man, why you late, dude? It's like,
It's like I show up, he's coming out, he's like fully dressed, like he's taking an interview. He's got his vlog camera ready to go with the same fucking tissue in his
I did have a blade nose out.
Yeah. Do you schedule those too or what?
They're unpredictable, dude.
He's very in tune with his body.
If you guys could have had like a snapshot of how me and Joe used to work together, because he's like super out there. I'm super like, this is what I have to do. What's my schedule? when we first started JK on the original like property or like house we lived on, it was like a triplex. So he lived in the back and I lived in the middle. And since I want to schedule a bunch of things, I was like, I need a schedule. And he goes, I can't have a schedule because I need to write in, like whenever I'm inspired, right? And then so what we ended up like, I guess, our compromise was like, okay, what are the overlap times that we're awake? Because back then, he would sleep at...
I was on the Bobby Lee schedule, dude.
3 a.m. and then wake up at like fucking 3 p.m. or whatever, right? And I've always been like sleep by 10. My body just shuts down. So we end up having like this schedule where like we meet, I think from like 11 a.m. to 3, because that was the hours that was like where it overlapped. And so you would see him come out in the back. He brings out this foldable table, and then you see him like make like his espresso, and he has this whole thing like his fucking hookah and shit.
Wait, on a folding table?
On a fold-out table, like I would just see.
I can hear the folding table being dragged behind him as he walks. By the
This is
way,
our sketch days. So like we both had like a quota.
We got a hookah in here,
Yeah, we
bro.
both had a quota where he would like write 1 or 2 sketches a week. I write 1 or 2 sketches, and we would like like do a read and figure it all out. And I'm there like writing. I guess somehow writing comedy in like the most military way, and I would look out with like the blinds, and I would see Joe like smoking his hookah, going crazy, and he feels inspired, and I would just hear random piano keys playing now. I don't know what, but somehow like the madness worked somehow, which is crazy.
dude, one of the funniest things about being on the show for many years is that you guys are so comfortable with each other, and you guys go back so far that we'll just be doing an article, or we'll be doing like whatever we're doing right now. And you guys will mention like, remember Brian, like back, oh yeah, that was crazy. And then you guys will just talk about this guy that nobody else in the room knows who the fuck you're talking about. And we're like, who the fuck are you talking about? And then everyone at home, they're probably like sitting there eating their food and like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Who the fuck is Brian?
Who the fuck is this guy?
I still watch to the end though.
Just help me help you.
We have so much history though. It's like 3 years of no YouTube, just regular friendship, and then all the YouTube, and then all the personal life stuff.
Yeah, of course. No, but that's so the comfortability is so there that you could just bring that up, and then you're like talking to each other, and then you guys are like literally just conversating with each other, like you've always said. JK is like conversations in a parking lot, and you guys are really doing that. But then sometimes it's like, hey, what the fuck's going on though?
What the fuck is going on? Steve, how long have you known these guys?
Oh man, I mean, it feels like it's been forever, but
We
probably-
clicked like immediately with Steve.
yeah.
As soon as he came in here, we're like, oh shit, dude, this guy's cool.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw you at Tim's roast,
We're like, this
I was
guy's
like, oh, we have
dope.
similar sense of humor.
Similar sensibility, yeah. I was very blown away when I came here because I actually I got busted a little bit because I really didn't know JK at all, and I don't like to. I'm a stone cold improviser. I don't like to know what's going on before I go into something, so that I can not have expectations. I can just be comfortable and just walk in and just like learn it all as I go. But in like the first video I'm in, I don't even know Bart's name. and then yeah, I totally get busted by Gio. She's like, you don't know his fucking name, and I'm like, no, yeah, I didn't know, of course. But I really did. I had no fucking idea what you're. Because you're walking into a room, you don't remember everyone's name immediately.
Yeah, it's a lot of people
so
to
hard.
remember.
Plus, they all look slanty-eyed to you, huh?
Well, they all look identical.
That was the hardest part.
They're all Bart.
Did you call him Joe? Yeah, Joe.
I don't remember, but I might have. I don't. It was. I remember because I heard of Joe Malia. I thought his name was Joe Malia.
Yeah, that was it.
Last name Malia.
I had heard of Joe Malia before because I was at Maker, and I don't know, like Tim was around, and like so I'd heard of you.
Heard of Joe Malia at what, Maker Studios?
Well, I was at Maker, yeah.
Like, these guys are making a cult over there or some shit.
But I'd never heard of JK when I was over there. It wasn't. They didn't call it JK. They said Joe Malia a bunch. So I just remember hearing about Joe Malia.
Talking about Joe Malia, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. And so I think I'd seen your picture before too, and you were a fucking mean looking dude back then too. Like you remember some of your pictures?
Oh, the bald-headed ones?
Yeah, the bald headed ones.
That's
man?
when I was just. That is a whole like different lifetime too. When me and Bart were friends during that time growing up, and then transitioning into YouTube, that was a different freaking era. Because I think YouTube actually got me to cure my PTSD.
Gotcha. Yeah,
From
'cause
this neighborhood.
I expected you to be a completely different dude than when I
Yeah.
came in the room, and then I was like, oh, he's like so.
Me and Joe used to eat because we're so used to like the 90s, late 2000s, like SGV, like gang era of the SGV. Me and Joe used to eat, and when people first started recognizing us, we're like, hey, you see that fool looking at us? I'm like, oh shit, all right. We just think something's gonna pop off, so we're just getting ready to throw it down in the middle of a restaurant. And then they would like come up.
But sometimes there'll be a table full of gangsters.
Yeah.
Like tattooed up, they're all whispering, they're like, it looks like they're plotting.
Yeah.
But they were just egging each other on to like have somebody go up to us and ask us if we're the YouTube guys.
Yeah. And they're like, oh shit.
And when they come up, like they're like, hey, are you those YouTube guys or whatever? And then my heart's like pumping like, fuck man. And then, oh shit, yeah. And then when we said yeah, they start, like the fangirl comes out. They'll be like, oh my God, you're the guy. Like, hey, it's him. And then all their fucking thug buddies start giggling and coming over and shit. It's like a different side of human beings, man. But that really helped like see people differently. Like not everyone's, gonna fight you or whatever.
Or stab you, yeah.
I thought everything was like a fight waiting to happen everywhere.
You still feel that way?
Way better now, but when I go to clubs, I still feel weird.
I remember we went to like a YouTube.
I don't like clubs.
You're also an introvert, so that would be weird too.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine Bart at a club, dude.
Yeah, we went to a club that one time.
What was that like?
I don't know. I lost you guys really quickly. But like, you guys drifted off. And
Probably found a mattress somewhere and laid down.
I've never seen Bart in a club. He's got a bloody nose right now.
I would love to see Bart in the club.
We went to the club in Australia.
Yeah, and I just saw Gio push the fuck out of that dude down on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Gio pushed some dude?
Did I not mention this before?
No, dude.
Okay, first of all, this is my first time meeting Gio and Bart and Joe and Casey in Australia. And then fucking, it was just one of those nights where everybody's getting out and going social, and there's this fucking club.
We're on tour, so like after the tour, we'd go and hang out.
Oh shit.
And then everybody's just standing in a circle because, there's a shit ton of like fans inside. So even as like a bunch of like social influencers and YouTubers, like first we just get there, we start chilling, but people are being weird always, And this one guy comes up like while we're all just standing in a circle and just starts being really weird with his dancing and just gets up onto Gio. And at first, I'm like, I have no idea what Gio's like by any means, right? I'm like, oh, it's Bart and Joe who are doing like the actual shows, and Gio's kind of just there. And I'm like, oh, cool, maybe she's just their admin assistant or whatever, right? This guy starts dancing on her, and she fucking turns around, and she pushes this dude so hard, I swear, it's like 10 feet. This fool flies and like rolls, fucking like rolls, right? And I'm like, oh fuck!
Like a fucking putty in Power Rangers?
He disintegrates.
After that, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna be her friend. Make sure she's on my safe side.
It's kind of scary as fuck.
That was the same club that I got kissed up by an Indian dude.
Oh yeah, they give him a deep kiss on his cheek.
What is this club?
Yeah, what is this club, bro?
This club is full of problems.
Where was he? Was it Brisbane?
That's why he doesn't like going to clubs, bro. He has weird trauma about clubs.
It was a blur, bro. I think it was Brisbane though.
But see, you just told us the story as if we all heard it before. I never even heard that story.
I think
one
he's
time.
told us.
So this guy,
I don't know any of
we're
these stories,
dancing,
dude.
We're just having a good time letting loose because, we're only going to spend a day or two in every city we're going to be in. So we go to the club and I'm there and it's usually kind of like a safe space. It's like the promoters and the promoters' friends. And somehow, I don't know, stragglers will make it into our group somehow. But my guards are down, so we're just having a good time, dancing around, whatever. And then this guy comes up to me and he tells me that he's a fan. I'm like, oh, that's dope, dude. And then he's like, can I have a hug? I'm like, sure. And then we embrace, and then he kisses me on my ear.
Oh, that's weird.
I was like, what the fuck?
Kiss me on the lips, fool, not here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I looked at him and I was like, fuck, this is so weird. I don't even know what to do.
You said that out loud?
No, I was thinking about
It'd be funny if you said that.
Hey, don't do that.
Well, I don't know, because I'm like,
Never got kissed in the ear.
never got kissed.
That's wild, bro.
But then if I yell at him, I'm also yelling at a fan. I feel bad. And then I'm like, if I punch him, then that's like assaulting.
Yelling, and you're like, what if I punch him?
I don't know, I'm just like,
Then I'm punching a fan.
You're spitballing.
I'm just like
shoot
listing.
him.
I'm just listing out all the options, and I think the option I chose was I'm just gonna stay in place. And the
Just not moving.
Let's go.
You just frozen place, like
You basically went through sexual harassment.
he just froze.
And then
he froze.
And as soon as he left, I couldn't wait to tell Joe and G. I was like, I just got kissed by a dude.
You guys are famous, man.
I was like, damn, that was crazy.
Dude, all that military training and you froze.
But you don't get trained for that kind of stuff.
Maybe they should.
They don't train you fucking like you're fucking in the battlefield and some guy comes up to you and kisses you and shit.
They need to up the training.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, kissing on the cheek, I'd probably be like, oh, he's Italian. But kissing on the ear is so different.
Yeah,
Well,
because
you're
it was
trying to
ASMR
fuck,
a little
dude.
bit
That guy's
too.
trying to pipe.
Didn't you say recently the military gone soft? Maybe they are doing kissing training now.
Maybe now they are.
Yeah, they probably are now.
Just on the ear though. Start slow.
What was the actual question? Like, how are your friends still and not hate each other?
Why are you guys still friends?
Why are you guys still friends? Everybody else bounced.